Hi everyone, my name is Destiny. Thank you for deciding to stop in on my channel. Welcome. This is my very first video. I am nervous. Yes, I'm in my bathroom. I'm using my phone. I don't got no ring light. I don't got all the extras. I'm just starting from scratch because I pretty much really want to just get my voice out there, be able to help with promoting my book. I am, excuse my hair right now because I just woke up a little bit ago. I need to take these out. But I'm on here because I want to promote my book that I will be having published and coming out soon. Pretty much, I know that a lot of people in the world pretty much have rough upbringings. And please excuse me because I am nervous. This is my first video that I'm like doing, creating, and really trying to get put out there for like the right reasons. But anyway, I know everybody has rough upbringings. Some people have great upbringings. Some people don't really have a lot of family. Some people do have a boatload of family, you know, that they can call on and basically, you know, feel like they're protected, like they have that. I did not. And I am not saying this to bash the family that I grew up in, or any of that, but pretty much my lifestyle, it was a little rough. And I feel like the things that I endured when I was little, that I should not have, is basically what kind of changed the course of, you know, my fate, my future, and what I had going on. It really messed me up mentally. And I'm kind of an emotional person, especially when I start to talk about my past, because I felt like it really could have been different. I could have turned out and became this different person. Whew, let me get myself together. Okay, so I am a native out of Columbus, Ohio. I'm currently residing in Columbia, South Carolina with my 3 children and my fiance. About a month ago, I decided I wanted to reach out to my cousin, and I wanted to start working on my book. Basically, I wanted to write a book about my life. No, I am not super famous. No, I've not done anything out here in this world where, you know, I pretty much put my name or my mark on anything, but I really felt like, you know, there's people that have told their stories, that live normal lives, and they've helped other people. So I feel like I can be able to do the same thing, especially because even still being in my 30s, I'm still working on basically trying to fix myself, my attitude, you know, how I see things, you know, look at things from both sides, not just my perspective, which is pretty much what I've done my whole life. And I've always had this need for protecting Destiny. I've always had to be the one to protect me because I really didn't have anybody to protect me. My book is basically a fiction. It's an autobiography. And I'm taking readers basically from the time that I can remember of me being a young toddler living with my family to growing up, my mom leaving me, my dad raising me, me finding out I was adopted, me being mistreated by my family, me going through things and acting out because of those things. I was also molested. I was molested for years at a very young age by 2 cousins. And that really broke me. That broke me, I want to say, in the sense of when I became older, I started looking for love in the wrong places. I started doing things that, you know, you see nowadays people, you know, even back then and nowadays people are like, you know, why is she half dressed? Why is she half naked taking pictures? Why is she being provocative? Why is she this? Why is she that? And it's because I was never shown. I was never really shown the love that I needed to be shown to be able to know, like, Destiny, you didn't need to do this. You didn't need to do that for attention, for anything. You did. In my life, I never was really taught or saw how to actually be a friend, like a real good friend. I had to basically learn all this on my own. So I've had a lot of failed friendships and things like that. I'm not really good at like keeping in contact, communicate with people. I try to the best that I can, but I started going like this bubble, and I feel like, you know, people are against me. So I failed at that. I've had a lot of failed relationships, looking for love in the wrong places up until I met my fiance. I still struggle with like my attitude and feeling how I'm feeling about things. I've learned to start kind of talking about them, especially because I had to seek in therapy back in like 2020. So the little bit of points that I did learn from that therapist, I kind of try to still work on it, but I was so embedded in my head, like this has been destiny, like my whole life. This is how I've always been accustomed to treating things, is basically, you know, shutting down, not talking to nobody, not feeling like I really had anybody there for me. So not only with that, I've basically gone through, I didn't know who my biological mom was. I didn't know who my biological dad was. My adoptive mom, she basically left me to be raised by my dad. And he had to raise me on his own. And then, you know, another sibling, he met someone, another sibling came around. It's a lot of stuff in my book. I basically take readers from the age that I'm 5 years old until I am 31. So that's a lot. And I'm talking about a lot of things, giving birth to my children, health issues, all types of stuff. I really just more so, I want this book to empower women. I want this book to empower young women. I want this book to uplift women. I want this book to encourage women. I want this book to let young ladies out there know that you don't have to go searching for attention. Attention will find you. If you have this aura, this halo, this thing about you, it will come to you. You don't have to go find it. Because when you go finding stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find the things that you really want to find. You're not going to get what you need to get. Okay? I have literally been kicked out of my house by my adoptive dad. Told that I couldn't come back. And when I didn't, and I had nowhere else to go, I broke into somebody's car. Actually, I didn't even break into it. They were running the car, heating it up. I stole it. Had the car for days, got in trouble. That's in my book too. You'll be able to hear that story. I was arrested. I've broken into abandoned houses. I've literally walked up and down the street just because I knew that I had this body. I knew that I was cute. I knew that guys would try to stop and pick me up. So I could have a place to lay my head at night. I did these things that were dangerous, not safe. I could have been dead years ago. I could have not been a mother to 3 of my children now. I could have not met my fiance. I could have not done a lot of the things that I've done in my life, but by the grace of God, I was protected through all of that. I've done a travel job where, you know, it didn't turn out good. I went home and I decided to go back. I did another job, and I joined another team with the travel job, and I ended up getting stranded in Iowa. Like I met a whole person this gentleman helped me out you know, I had nobody. I was calling my grandma, my dad, everybody. Nobody had money. Nobody could do nothing for me to help me get home back to Ohio. But this gentleman who knew me from nowhere, like, he could have been a freaking psycho killer or something. But I decided to, like, take a leap of faith and get in a car with this man, and this man helped me out. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, there's just so much that I've gone through with trying to feel loved by a family who never made me feel loved, never made me feel protected, broke my innocence as a child, has made me fearful for my kids, never wanted to be around the family growing up and stuff like that just because they treated me differently. It's so much. And no, I'm not exactly where I want to be in my life right now, but we're still working on it. I love the man that I'm with. I love my children. I'm happy that I actually took this leap of faith to actually step out of my comfort zone and decide to go ahead and write this book. I know a lot of people are not going to be happy. I know a lot of people are not going to understand. I know a lot of people are going to be shocked. I know a lot of people are going to have some confusion, and I know a lot of people are going to be sad and probably feel sorry for me and all that. But I'm not doing this for sympathy. I'm not doing this for none of that. I want to get my story out so people can better understand me. Even the ones close to me, that know like how sweet Destiny is and all that. How is it that a person can go through all of this stuff in her lifetime and still be as sweet as she is? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. And I'm not gonna lie and say I'm perfect. I'm far from perfect, because when I get mad, I shut people down. I cut people off. Like, I will act like people like did not even exist or anything to me, and then try to come back around and try to not be the mad, sad Destiny that I was. I just really hope that this book, it does what it's supposed to do. I really hope a lot of people finally, especially back home and everything, finally have this perspective, this understanding of Destiny, of, okay, so this is why she was always how she was. This is why, things worked out for her the way that they did. This is why she acted the way that she did. Or maybe y'all felt like I was just trying to, do whatever for attention seeking or whatever. That's not the case. That's not the case, y'all. It's not the case. My dad barely paid attention to me. Yes, my dad had me in sports and stuff growing up, and he tried to make sure I did the things that I needed to do, but my dad worked a lot. I was always at my grandparents' house or being watched by somebody. I was being watched by cousins who had forced me and another cousin to fight each other. I would be watched by my grandmother, who treated me differently, and I knew it was now because I'm adopted, but would spoil my cousins and treat me like the Raggedy Ann doll. Like, even when I came out numerous times I came out trying to tell people that I am being molested, I'm being touched, I'm being forced to give this man oral sex, I'm being forced to have this man's dick between my breasts, like, I'm being forced to do all of this stuff at a young age, and nobody wanted to believe me. And then even when I wanted to try to tell other people, I was scared. I didn't tell my sister, my dad. I didn't tell them until I was 19. This stuff happened to me when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, for years. At my grandmother's house on Blake. For years. I didn't come on here to be emotional. This is not what I wanted my first video to be, but I'm definitely going to upload this because this is rawness. This is real. This is sincere. These are my feelings. This is why I'm writing this book, Fate, Power, Destiny. This is why this book is coming out. Because even though I've let these emotions out a long time ago, I've talked to therapists and all of this, I still have these emotions in me. This is stuff like this of why people are how they are in life, and people don't understand. People don't understand. Like, I walk around here, I go to work, I do things every day, but I still think about how broken I am and how broken I'm trying to put the pieces back together. I just turned 32 last week. I'm still trying to put the pieces back together. I'm in search of my father. You also see that in my book, or read that in my book, I'm sorry. I did find my biological mom, but I don't want to explain a lot of it on the video. If you do know me, if you're my Facebook friends, if you went to school with me, then you know a little bit of the story because I've shared it on my page back in February. But I did find my biological mom thanks to my Facebook search angel, Miss Linda, that I had. She helped me to find my birth mother. That did not turn out good, but like I said, you get my book, you'll read about it. But she did tell me when I met her that she knew who my dad was, my biological dad. She was still friends with him and everything. But after a turn of events, come to find out, she don't know him. She don't know, probably never knew him, or, just doesn't remember anything. But now I am on this journey of completing this book, sharing my story to the world, trying to help people, telling my truths. I don't want people to think that I'm just out here trying to just bash other people, because I'm definitely gonna bash myself. I'm definitely gonna bash myself. It's a lot of things that people don't know that I've done that I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. Because I'm remorseful. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do any of the stuff that I did growing up. Trust me, I really wanted to be a different person. I wanted to be a different person. I didn't think that my life was going to turn out like this. And the fact that I've gone through an adoptive mom, an adoptive dad, I found my biological mom. And now that's what I'm trying to finish saying is I'm trying to find my biological dad. No, I don't know his name. I don't know anything. So if you happen to come across this video, or anybody comes across this video, if you know a woman or a man, if you're a man who knew a woman by the name of Deidre Radford in Columbus, Ohio, she got pregnant. She actually had 6 kids. I'm one of 6. I was born October 14th, 1989. Not sure around the time span, of when she may have, or who she may have been talking to, but just know with this book, I'm trying to find my biological dad. I was born Jamie Radford. My name was changed when I was adopted to Destiny McAfee. So if you feel like I look like somebody who an uncle, a dad, a brother, whoever, I don't care. I'm not trying to get in anybody's life for any monetary gain. I don't want any money. I don't want anything. The only thing I've ever wanted, just like when I was young and I found out I was adopted and I wanted to find my mom, I just want to know where I come from. That's all. I just want to know if I come from. I've already had 3 failed parents. That's 3 failed parents. I just want to find this last parent to see if this last parent is the one. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, I honestly feel like this man doesn't even know that I exist, doesn't even know that she was pregnant with me, or could even think, if he did know that she was pregnant with me, probably doesn't even think that I was his. I don't know. But if you feel like I look like somebody that you know, please help me out, because I'm trying to find my biological dad now. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap this up now. I didn't know it was gonna get almost into 20 minutes, but please look out for more videos on my channel. I'll try to upload more. I'm trying to get more into this, so please look out. My book is coming soon, Fate Power Destiny. Thank you.